in a humble, hungry home. Of such villages, so the English historians teach us, are 700,000. A few cities here and there, they don't hold several crores of people, but the 700,000 villages do hold nearly 40 crores of people. I say nearly because you may take away 1 crore perhaps. We leave 2 crores in the cities, till there will be 38 crores. And then I said to myself, if these friends go away without finding their true India, what will they have found? I then thought that I would beseech you to imagine this India, not from this vast audience, but to imagine what it would be like. Then I would like you to read a story such as this brilliant story of Teju or other things. See perhaps some of you a few villages of India, then you will find real India. Today I will make this admission also that you will not be facilitated by this. You will have then to scratch down below the dung heaps that the British are today. I don't pretend to say that there were ever places of paradise, but today they are really dung heaps. They were not like that before, of that I am quite sure. But that I speak not from history, but from what I have seen myself with my physical eyes of India. And I have traveled from one end of India to the other, seeing these villages, seeing the miserable specimens of humanity, lustreless eyes, and yet they are India. And yet in those humble cottages, in the midst of those dung heaps, are to be found the humble hungries, where you will find concentrated essence of wisdom. How? That is a great question. Here again, I want to take you to another thing. Again, I have learned from books written by English historians, translated for me. All this knowledge, I am sorry to say, comes to us here in India through English books, through English historians. Not that they are not Indian historians, but they also don't write in their mother tongue or in the national language Hindustani, or if you prefer to call them, two speeches, Hindi and Urdu, two forms of the same speech. No, they give us what they have studied through English books, then perhaps through originals, but through English, in the English tongue. That is the cultural conquest of India, that India has, through which India has undergone. But they tell us that wisdom came to the West from the East. And who are these wise men? Zoroaster. He belonged to the East. He was followed by Buddha. He belonged to the East. He belonged to India. Who followed Buddha? Jesus, again from Asia. Before Jesus was Moses, also belonging to Palestine. Though born, I was just taking myself to Basha Khan and Jerusalem. And they both corroborated me that Moses belonged to Palestine, though he was born in Egypt. And then came Jesus. Then came Muhammad. All these, I will meet Krishna, I will meet Mahabir, I will meet the other lights. I won't call them lesser lights, but unknown to the West, unknown to the literary world. All the same, I don't know a single person to match these men of Asia. And then what happened? Christianity became disfigured when it went to the West. I'm sorry to have to say that, but that is my view. I won't take you any further through this. I give you this story in order to hearten and in order to make you understand, if my poor speech can make you understand, that what you see of this splendor and everything that the cities of India has to show you is not real India. Certainly, the carnage that is going on before your very eyes, sorry, shameful. As I said yesterday, you have to very serious. Don't carry the memory of the carnage beyond the confines of India. But what I want you to understand, if you can, that the message of the East, the message of Asia is not to be learned through European spectacles, through the Western spectacles, not by imitating the stencil of the West, the gunpowder of the West, the atom bomb of the West. If you want to give a message again to the West, it must be a message of love. It must be a message of truth. There must be a conquest. Please, that will interfere with my speech and that will interfere with your understanding also. I want to capture your heart and don't want to receive your flags. Let your heart flag in unison with what I am saying, and I think I shall have finished my work. Therefore, I want you to go on with the thought that Asia has to conquer the West. Then the question that a friend asked yesterday, did I believe in one world? Of course I believe in one world. And how can I possibly do otherwise? Then I become an inheritor of the message of love that these great unconquerable teachers left for us. You can redeliver that message now in this age of democracy, in the age of awakening of the poorest of the poor. You can redeliver this message with the greatest emphasis. Then you will complete the conquest of the whole of the West, not through vengeance, because you have been exploited. And in the exploitation, of course, I want to include Africa. And I hope that when next you meet in India, all the exploited nations of the earth will meet, if by that time there are any exploited nations of the earth. I am so sanguine that if all of you put your hearts together, not merely your heads, but hearts together, and understand the secrets of the messages of all these wise men of the East has left to us, and if we really become worthy of that great message, then you will easily understand that the conquest of the West will be completed, and that conquest will be loved by the West itself. West is today pining for wisdom. West today is despairing of multiplication of atom bombs, because a multiplication of atom bombs means utter destruction, not merely of the West, but it will be a destruction of the world, as if the prophecy of the Bible is going to be fulfilled, and there is to be a perfect deluge. Heaven forbid that there will be that deluge. And through man's wrong against himself, it is up to you to deliver the whole world, not merely Asia, but deliver the whole world from that wickedness, from that sin. That is precious heritage your teacher, my teacher, has destroyed.